like you did the other night and not let this team feel like they have life at halftime.
Speaking of life, is going right for the Jazz at the moment. 3 balls away and down on a Jaden Ivey 3. Pass came around his ankles. Dunn fires inside, misfire, but it's picked up and the bucket scored by Collins.
Play. Pistons waste no time drawing and kicking.
15 on the road. Their lone win came back on October 27th at Charlotte.
And now you're trying to settle in. As Simone gets a nice back door right there. You're trying to settle in. And
#1 overall pick back in 2021. Bogey, former Jazz man, steps to his left, drills it. We've seen that so many times.
Well, he's been very familiar with that rim. Looked like he was on the home team shooting that thing in a different uniform. Hope, beginning of the 4th quarter.
That was the first miss by the Pistons, and Fontecchio off the wing.
Bad news, he's got 2 fouls. A rough closeout on that last one, but the Jazz, this happens to the Jazz a lot.
Fast baseline. Walker Kessler shuts that down. Markkanen shuts down the perimeter. Back inside the dump off, and that's a patient bucket by Detroit.
It's the one thing that's hurt them here in the early going. Markkanen nearly lost it. Good hands, good finish.
He said, "Thank you, big bro." Really cool for those 2 guys to go back and forth.
Driving through and 1. Markkanen picks up the foul. It's up a 3 at Genty, 1 and out. Ivy sprints into front court and an easy layup with Kevin Knox the second. He'll check in on the next whistle. Fontecchio muscles inside and scores. That's Simone's 5th point of the quarter. Took that pass away from George. Now JC strolls inside, launches it, and big Walker Kessler in rarefied air. Kind of high school, Pine Coast High School, Fort Lauderdale. There's a straight run to the rack. Once, twice, tapped again, around and in. Body's close inside. I'm still waiting for the official scorekeeper as JC drops on. Ball drops into the hands of George, and the Jazz quickly push on a quick hit 3. Bang! Clarkson, timeout. Monty Williams. Tapped up. Ochai couldn't put it down, and the rebound dropped inside by Wiseman. Back-to-back turnovers for Utah. There's a dish inside, easy 2, easiest bucket of the night. Goes to Clarkson, floater off the glass. The follow is up and good. Collins has done a marvelous job this year.
Involved in the offense, and that's going to take some ball movement. Kelly Olynyk will ensure that that happens.
Hayes, the lefty, step back and hits it. That was really the case in Detroit against the Jazz, as Bogey drives paint, wrap-around assist, and Wiseman scores for the 2nd time.
14 games, they're just now getting back into that rhythm with him.
Olynyk finger rolls off his miss.
Pistons hope every bucket.
Bogdanovich, 2nd 3 ball of the night, 6-point half. Side goes out to Collins. That 3 is up and in.
Well, that ball thought about it, though.
Fisher Town, 3 of 11, a pure 3-pointer that is. Bogey ran past Olynyk, and we got a foul. Now he bounces it off to Collins. He'll drive paint inside, hook it up. Again, the bounce.
When you can't give a shot blocker space, that jump hook is virtually impossible to block if you do that.
First Jazz man to hit double figures with 11, and Bogey comes back for the last 7 for Detroit. Lob inside. Keontae George finds a wide open Kelly Olynyk, 1 assist, a season high. And just their 6th assist as AB drains it deep.
I think he makes the team better. And I go back to the interview Holly did post-game with him. He says he reads the room.
Talk about reading the room. He knows Lowry's got to get going with just 2 points in this game. They need to start playing through their big man.
Bogey's burning up this floor. He knows this rim well. Rolls inside out to Markkanen. He caught that ball, drops it. A triple. Yeah, a pure 3-pointer. Stepped right in front of that pass. Keontae George. He's got a wide open look. Bang!
That's a great shot for him.
1-on-1. Bogey KO. Turns, fires, and got it! Bogdanovich the foul.
Right there's what I call reading the room. I'm the biggest guy in the house.
Collins, another offensive rebound. Drops inside, Markkanen, left hand, finger roll. Markkanen warming up. Lost the handle. Bogey gives it right back to Ivy, off-balance shot for two. Tapped and scored. No one blocked out low, and Duran.
After losing a game like this.
Down 8. Sexton takes the shot. Good. First bucket for Colin Sexton. Deal. Bogey. That's his favorite spot on the floor. Here's Sexton. Baseline floater. Put it down. Walker. Well, the Jazz have had good looks. Baseline. Bogey passes out to Cunningham. Ivy, corner 3. And that's been really the key of this first half for Detroit.
For Jazz need to fight around that screen.
Dunn, push shot. Back-to-back buckets for Dunn. With a little attitude again with this home crowd. They dump it down low enough. Just a monster dump. And what is this? Walker dropped it. He'll pass out. Marketing, the triple, and a foul. Ivy. Walker rebounds. Fontecchio. Plenty of time. Shot clock at 10. Got it. Sexton.
And I mean on both ends of the court, but they've got to put some distance scoring-wise. And that's a good way to start. Yeah. Absolutely, because
Bogey sets his feet wide open. And Bogdanovich, who's now 7 of 11 from the floor, drops yet another 3. Of it on top of the rim. Bogey again open, and again from one side to the other.
Play like you're playing a Lowry market and put pressure on them. Jazz get an easy over the top there to Colin Sexton, but
he goes cross court. Cunningham drives, put the ball down low, drew the foul, scores it, and a 3-point opportunity. Collins gets it back. Short shot, got it.
Because when he gets that speed going, the defense doesn't know whether he's going to continue or whether he's going to pull up.
And just really rolled in strong, confident. Collins high flies a bucket over Bogey. Cunningham running the show with the left hand and just drives right by Markkanen.
No contest when they get in that paint area.
Collins sweet. He jumps in a 3. Just past the 8.5-minute mark, and Cunningham has had the left side of that basket all night. Attack, the ball's out of his hand. Somehow Markkanen ends up with it. Taps it up once and twice.
Starting Lowry and didn't see the bad pass.
2-point game for a moment. And then Duran pops a rim on court against Dunn. Rolls inside and scores. 21 for Cade Cunningham. We passed the 7-minute mark of the third quarter. Sexton blows inside. Got it. A big bounce. And Bogey had to back off just a bit.
In those record books, too. That's pretty special.
Bogey steps to his left. We're watching some showtime.
Paint on the drive and still give Bogey too much room outside on the kickout.
Clarkson answers. They'll fire up a 3. Short. Way up high the rebound. And one for Fontecchio. Triples up. Bang!
Let's see if that can keep it going.
Keontae George!
Wow. Bodies in the paint. Walker's drawing a little out, but Cunningham finds a 3.
He's dropped 24 on the Jazz. 24 for Bogey. Jazz come right back at you.
Getting himself going, right? He moves without the ball a lot, but he's got to put himself in position to get those buckets. He's done a nice job.
Under 2.5 to play, third quarter. Clarkson spins, stops, pops. Bounce and bucket.
How are you going to guard that?
You can't.
You cannot. Good shot there by Alec Burks.
Advantage Utah. Inside Wiseman. Left hand, flick of the wrist, and Detroit takes a lead. Clarkson. His shot takes a bounce out. He got the rebound and puts it back.
I mean, he's everywhere.
AB against Ochai. Fires up a triple. Oh, banked it. Banked it.
Foul's called on Bogey. I feel bad saying that because we love him so much, but you know.
Oh, AB, red hot.
Help them get back in this thing.
Bogdanovich again. That's 7 off his hand.
Bogey taking advantage.
Much needed for Ochai and the Jazz. First bucket made. AB were down and back up. Burks the trailer 3. Got it. Yeah, the ball. Burks takes his seat. Ochai, jackknife it up. And the bucket for Clarkson. JC on a stop-and-go drive off an odd foot. Come on.
Odd foot. That was an odd shot.
Picks up that dribble. Resets out behind the three-point line. Goes for triple, and he got it.
Big bogey drive.
Ochai puts a body on Bogey. The vet just runs right in off the glass. They had 13 in the win against Dallas, and AB makes Utah pay. Alec Burks with 21. Clarkson answers. Final quarter. Cunningham found space and just runs inside. Uncontested. Strong move inside. Gathers the bucket and one.
It's a great call. It's a great call, Lowry.
Chased by Fontecchio. Bogdanovich with the miss, but the putback by Duran. JC surveys Fontecchio. Flick to the wrist. Down to 5. Bogey. Jumper good. Detroit goes season high in points in the second half. AB goes to work. Trailed by Sexton. Jumps it, scores it. First week in January of 2024. JC shows the ball, jumps it, scores it. Wow, Clarkson goes for 28. Thought about the three. Fontecchio, he'll drive in the paint, drop it, reverse it. Walker loves that shot. He'll put it behind his head. The baseline off to Clarkson. Shot clock 5. Leans in for 3. Got it! Oh, the flame is on! Count. Livers. Ball knocked away by Walker, picked up by Bogey. Deep! Got it! Got it! Bogdanovich! Behind the three-point line. Markkanen screens out. Triples up! Got it! Markkanen tries to finish off! Going coast to coast. He'll throw up a prayer. Got it!
Wow.
What a game! Between the two former Jazz players. Here we go, overtime. Sexton drives paint, drops it off. Kessler hammers home 2.
Sexton, time to go to work.
Sexton rolls in. Oh, yes. He went left, he went right.
Well, if you're only going to guard him with one guy.
There's a turning Jalen Duran. AB, his shot tapped up, or did they give it to Burks? Time, Searle. Here's JC, leans in. Got it! Bang!
Are you kidding me? I got to say it.
Detroit giving the Jazz all they want and more here in overtime. Cunningham launches up the shot. Hits. That is a three-point make.
I just tried to stump the Tyson. I asked him,